So I've captured 8 things that I heard today. Alan, transformative experiences, epiphanies, we all have words for it. Transformative experiences. I worked for a group that takes Jews out on a 100-mile bike ride and transforms them overnight. Being conscious and a graceful transition to the smaller. I love the quote, teach them how to make, not how to make a living, but how to live. But sort of what is that graceful transition? We need to dive into that. Green visions of development. What do green visions of development mean on 96th and Broadway in your church, synagogue, mosque? Journey of divestment, same thing. What is that journey of divestment? How do we make it actionable? And brilliantly, the training of the clergy in green, because we are sitting here, because we have come to this, but we all know that in all of our religions, everybody's not speaking the same language. Yeah.
What I was going to say is that if you're going to change the politicians, we need to work with and within the political system.
Okay.
Right? By that I mean, now who can tell me which is the most prolific lobby in Washington? It's Wall Street. There are more representatives from Wall Street in Washington than there are people in the House of Representatives. Now we need to form a multi-faith, interfaith green lobby that will be as powerful or more powerful than that lobby. But in order to do that, each individual town, city, or location should have a multi-faith lobby on the climate.
Okay. So how do we use what's going on this week? How do we use what's going on this weekend? Because I'll tell you, in my community, we have come together. All of the different organizations of faith have come together, and now we have this body that are all going to the march on Sunday together. But we can continue with that body.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the lobbying process is a very important tactic in the political process.
But let's
so what I'm saying is that
boil it down to something bite-sized, like a divestment campaign.
Right.
So you start off with a step that's achievable. As Fred said about a divestment campaign, that's divesting from fossil fuels, investing in green. That could be one of our great.
Campaign is one thing, but I was going to say something. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is that you should be able to use this lobby to persuade your local representatives. In the UK, it'll be the House of Parliament, but here it'll be the House of Representatives, to lobby them and say, you have to be strong. To get our votes, you've got to be strong on the green issue. Otherwise, you're not going to get our votes. So using your political power, you see. But the divestment thing is one of many things that you can do. But as long as your representative in the House can go and say, we want this kind of action we want the American people to 100% take on the post-Kyoto agreement, and the government to implement this immediately, that kind of thing. I don't know. You've got to make those decisions.
Yes,
so if you can form a very strong lobby group,